Imagine someone hurling insults at you, their words sharp and cutting like knives. Your heart races, your mind fills with anger, and every instinct tells you to fight back. But now, picture a different reaction. You stand there, calm and unbothered, their words bouncing off you like pebbles against a wall. No anger, no hurt, just unshakable peace. How powerful would that feel? As the great Buddha once wisely said, holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Today, we're going to explore how to let go of that poison, stay calm, and rise above negativity using powerful Buddhist teachings. 1. Understand that insults reflect the insulter, not you. When someone insults you, it reveals more about their inner world than it does about you. Insults are often projections of a person's pain, insecurities, or frustrations. For example, someone struggling with self-esteem might insult others to feel momentarily powerful. Recognizing this helps you detach from their words, understanding that their negativity is a reflection of their struggles, not your worth. By viewing insults this way, you create a mental barrier that shields you from absorbing their negativity. The Buddha said, "What we think, we become." All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts, we make the world. This means that their words reflect their troubled thoughts, not your reality. Instead of letting insults affect your self-esteem, see them as signs of the insulter's turmoil. This perspective allows you to stay calm, maintaining your peace regardless of what others say. 2. Master the art of detachment. Observe, don't absorb. Detachment is the ability to observe situations without letting them emotionally overwhelm you. In Buddhism, this means stepping back and watching your thoughts and feelings without immediately reacting to them. When someone insults you, instead of absorbing the negativity and feeling hurt, practice seeing it as something happening outside of you. Imagine you're watching a movie. Observe the insult like a scene unfolding, not a personal attack. By mastering detachment, you create emotional space between the insult and your reaction, allowing you to stay composed. The Buddha taught that attachment leads to suffering. By letting go of the urge to react, you protect your peace. This practice helps you stay calm, focused, and unaffected by others' words. Remember, you are not what others say. You are simply an observer of their fleeting negativity, and you have the power to choose how to respond. 3. Silence is strength. Don't engage in the battle. Silence can be one of your greatest strengths when faced with insults. Instead of reacting impulsively, choosing silence allows you to maintain control over the situation. Engaging in a back-and-forth argument often fuels negativity, escalating the conflict and draining your energy. By staying silent, you show that you are not easily provoked and that your peace is not dependent on others' behavior. Silence is not about being weak or passive. It's about consciously choosing not to add fuel to the fire. As the Buddha said, better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. Your silence can be that word. It disarms the insulter and protects your inner calm. It sends a powerful message. You refuse to be dragged into negativity. By not engaging, you rise above the conflict, showing that your self-control is stronger than any insult thrown your way. 4. Reframe the insult. Turn criticism into opportunity. One of the most empowering ways to handle insults is to reframe them, turning criticism into an opportunity for growth. Instead of seeing insults as personal attacks, try viewing them as feedback that can offer insights, even if the delivery is harsh or unjust. In Buddhism, every experience, whether positive or negative, is seen as a chance to learn and evolve. When faced with an insult, ask yourself, is there any truth, however small, that I can use to improve myself? This mindset shifts your perspective from being a victim of hurtful words to someone who uses all experiences as stepping stones for personal development. For example, if someone calls you lazy, instead of getting defensive or upset, consider if there's an area in your life where you might be procrastinating or lacking motivation. This doesn't mean you accept the insult as a whole, but you extract any constructive element to better yourself. By reframing criticism, you strip the insult of its power to hurt and instead harness it as fuel for positive change. The Buddha teaches that, in the confrontation between the stream and the rock, the stream always wins, not through strength, but through persistence. This reflects the power of consistently transforming challenges into learning moments. Reframing an insult allows you to flow around obstacles like a stream, gradually shaping your character through every encounter. Even if the insult has no valid criticism, it still provides the opportunity to practice patience, self-reflection, and emotional resilience. This approach not only helps you stay calm, but also strengthens your mindset, making you less susceptible to future negativity. By embracing this way of thinking, you empower yourself to see every criticism as a tool for self-improvement rather than a personal attack. It turns every insult into a chance to refine your inner strength, helping you grow more resilient and unbothered by the opinions of others. 5. Practice self-validation. You define your worth. One of the most powerful ways to remain calm in the face of insults is to cultivate a strong sense of self-validation. Self-validation means recognizing and affirming your own worth, independent of external opinions or judgments. In Buddhism, it's taught that true peace comes from within, not from seeking approval or validation from others. When you rely on others to define your value, you give them the power to affect your happiness and self-esteem. Insults can only hurt if you've placed your self-worth in the hands of others. To practice self-validation, remind yourself daily of your strengths, achievements, and the qualities that make you unique. This can be through affirmations, journaling, or simply reflecting on moments when you've overcome challenges. The goal is to build a solid foundation of self-worth that doesn't waver with every insult or criticism thrown your way. When you are secure in who you are, others' words lose their power to define you. As the Buddha said, you, yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. This quote emphasizes that self-love and acceptance are crucial to maintaining your inner peace. When you validate yourself, you don't need others to affirm your worth. You already know it. Insults become mere background noise, unable to shake the confidence you've built from within. Practicing self-validation also means setting boundaries for what you will accept into your mental space. You don't have to internalize every comment made about you. Instead, you can consciously choose which feedback is helpful and which is simply noise. By filtering out negative and baseless criticisms, you protect your mental well-being and maintain control over your self-perception. Self-validation is not about ignoring all criticism. It's about discerning which feedback genuinely contributes to your growth and which doesn't align with your sense of self. When you define your worth from within, you hold the power to remain calm and resilient, no matter what others say. This inner strength becomes your shield, allowing you to navigate life's challenges with unshakable confidence and peace. 6. Develop emotional resilience. Embrace emotional detours. Emotional resilience is the ability to recover quickly from setbacks, including the sting of insults. In Buddhism, emotional resilience is cultivated through mindfulness and acceptance, allowing us to embrace the ups and downs of our emotional experiences without becoming overwhelmed. Insults can often trigger strong reactions, anger, sadness, or a sense of inadequacy. But by developing emotional resilience, you can navigate these emotional detours calmly and with greater control. To build emotional resilience, start by accepting that negative emotions are a natural part of the human experience. Rather than suppressing or avoiding these feelings, acknowledge them as temporary and fleeting, like waves that rise and fall. This acceptance helps you avoid being consumed by your emotions. The Buddha teaches that pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. This highlights the importance of how we respond to our emotional experiences. The initial sting of an insult may be unavoidable, but how long you dwell on it and how much power you give it is entirely within your control. One powerful way to develop emotional resilience is through mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness allows you to observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment, creating a space between the insult and your reaction. Instead of immediately reacting to an insult, you can pause, breathe, and reflect on what you are feeling and why. This practice teaches you that emotions are not permanent fixtures. They are passing experiences that you can choose to engage with or let go. This could mean taking a moment to breathe deeply before responding to a hurtful comment, allowing yourself to process the emotion fully rather than lashing out. This pause is not about denying your feelings, but about creating a mindful space to decide your response. By doing so, you transform what could have been an emotional outburst into an opportunity for calm reflection and self-control. Another important aspect of building resilience is reframing how you perceive insults. Instead of seeing them as personal attacks, view them as challenges that test your emotional strength. Each time you choose not to let an insult derail your peace, you strengthen your resilience. Think of these moments as mental weightlifting. Each insult is an opportunity to build your emotional muscles, making you stronger and less reactive over time. Emotional resilience also involves self-compassion. Be kind to yourself when insults sting. It's okay to feel hurt, but don't let that hurt define you. Treat yourself with the same compassion you would offer a friend who's going through a tough time. This self-compassion helps you bounce back faster and prevents the buildup of negative emotions that can harm your mental well-being. The Buddha's teaching, you, yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection, reminds us to extend kindness to ourselves, especially in difficult moments. To further cultivate resilience, engage in practices that strengthen your mind and body, such as yoga, exercise, and spending time in nature. These activities not only reduce stress, but also help you reconnect with your inner calm, making it easier to handle emotional disturbances. Surround yourself with supportive individuals who uplift you and provide perspective during tough times. Engaging in open conversations about your feelings with trusted friends can also act as a release, preventing emotional buildup. Embracing emotional detours also means recognizing that setbacks are not permanent and that every emotional challenge can be an opportunity for personal growth. Resilience is not about being unaffected by life's difficulties, but about learning to rise above them with grace and strength. Each time you overcome an emotional setback, you reinforce your inner peace and strengthen your capacity to handle future challenges with calm and poise. Developing emotional resilience is about embracing the full spectrum of your emotions, from joy to pain, without being overwhelmed. By practicing mindfulness, reframing negative experiences, and showing yourself compassion, you build an inner reservoir of strength that allows you to remain calm and centered in the face of insults. This resilience not only protects your peace, but also empowers you to navigate life's challenges with confidence, knowing that no insult can shake the stability you've built within. 7. Rise above with compassion. Choose understanding over anger. In Buddhism, compassion is seen as one of the most powerful responses to negativity, including insults. Instead of reacting with anger or bitterness when someone insults you, choosing to rise above with compassion allows you to maintain your inner peace and diffuse the situation. Compassion doesn't mean you accept or condone the insult. Rather, it means recognizing the insulter as a human being who is likely struggling with their own pain, insecurities, or unmet needs. By responding with empathy instead of hostility, you break the cycle of negativity and transform the interaction into an opportunity for healing, both for yourself and potentially for the other person. When faced with an insult, take a moment to consider what might be driving the insulter's behavior. Are they projecting their own fears? Are they lashing out because of stress, frustration, or personal struggles? This shift in perspective helps you see them not as an enemy, but as someone caught in their own emotional turmoil. As the Buddha teaches, hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule. This quote emphasizes that responding with compassion rather than anger is the only way to truly end the cycle of negativity. Practicing compassion can be as simple as offering a silent wish for the person's well-being, even as they insult you. Acknowledge their pain and silently wish them peace, healing, or understanding. This mental shift not only protects your peace, but also prevents the negativity from taking root in your own heart. Compassion acts like a shield, deflecting the hurtful energy and allowing you to remain grounded in your own values of kindness and understanding. It also helps you maintain your dignity, showing that you are above petty conflicts and have the emotional strength to choose love over anger. Moreover, compassion can also extend to yourself. Recognize that it's okay to feel hurt by an insult, but don't let that hurt turn into anger or self-doubt. Offer yourself the same understanding and kindness you are extending to the insulter. Remind yourself that your worth is not determined by others' words, and that responding with compassion is a sign of your strength, not weakness. In fact, it takes far more strength to respond with kindness than to lash out in anger. To cultivate compassion, engage in practices like loving kindness meditation, where you actively focus on generating feelings of goodwill towards yourself, those you love, and even those who hurt you. This meditation can help soften your heart and build resilience against negativity, allowing you to maintain a compassionate mindset even in challenging interactions. The practice begins with extending kindness to yourself, then gradually widening that circle to include friends, strangers, and even those who have wronged you. This doesn't mean you have to forgive every wrong immediately, but it does help you release the grip of anger and keep your heart open. Choosing compassion also sets a powerful example for others. When you respond to an insult with understanding, you not only protect your own peace, but also model a healthier way of handling conflict. This can inspire others to reflect on their behavior and perhaps even change their approach in the future. Your calm, compassionate response can be a catalyst for positive change, showing that kindness is always an option, even in the face of negativity. Furthermore, compassion helps you rise above the pettiness of insults and see the bigger picture. Life is too short to be weighed down by the negativity of others. When you choose understanding over anger, you free yourself from the emotional burden that comes with holding on to grudges or feeling the need to retaliate. This freedom allows you to live more joyfully, unburdened by the actions or words of others. Compassion becomes a pathway to true inner peace. Rising above with compassion is about breaking the cycle of negativity and choosing to respond from a place of strength and empathy. It's about understanding that everyone, including those who insult us, is on their own journey filled with struggles we may never see. By choosing compassion over anger, you not only protect your peace, but also create a ripple effect of kindness in the world around you. This approach not only keeps you calm and centered, but also transforms every encounter into an opportunity for growth and connection, showing that the power of compassion is far greater than any insult. Staying calm and unbothered in the face of insults is a powerful practice that takes time and patience. By integrating these Buddhist teachings into your life, you can protect your inner peace, rise above negativity, and maintain your composure no matter what others say. Remember, true power lies in how you choose to respond.